Welcome back to the Crypto 618 channel, and in today's episode we're going to take a look at $1 Million Baby. Make DeFi better. But before we get started, if you would like to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. Let's get into it. So $1 Million Baby, let's make DeFi better. So what's pretty cool about this project, I'm going to run through quite a few different things. I wouldn't say it's an easy project. This is quite involved, so I'm going to do my best to explain this as best I can for you guys. So let's have a quick look at the website, have a look at the project. This is $1 Million Baby. MDB is the token. So it's pretty cool. It looks good, like the logo. They've got this dashboard happening here with lots of little cool information. And looks like the KYC by Obsidian. So let's run through what it's all about and why you want to have a look at this one. So if we jump over here, let's go through our slides. So the key thing about this one is this has got two tokens in the ecosystem. This is MDB and MDB Plus. Now MDB is fixed supply deflationary token with interest generating trust fund that buybacks token and burns them. So we have a look on the main page. You can see here, scroll down, you can actually buy here just by clicking on buy, and you've got two options with this. They've got your normal buy on PancakeSwap here, so you can go ahead and do that. But they also got this cool contract where you can just send BNB to this contract address and you'll automatically be sent MDB tokens returned straight away. And I've tried that and it works really well. You can also buy from PancakeSwap. So that's cool. I like the option of having both these options here. So that's pretty straightforward. So it's very easy to get the token. Now it has a trust fund, and this trust fund, if we have a look right now, we have a look here, we can see that the balance is just around about $1.4 million. And they display this information on here, and you can also get the contract and check out that trust fund balance all the time. So let's go on to the next thing. So MDB Plus, this is the other coin. It's an algorithmic stable coin. It's 100% backed by BUSD, and that it appreciates over time, and it's powered by XUSD. So this is a lot to take in. You know, we've seen some spectacular failures by stablecoins previously, especially algorithmic. And, you know, people may not be interested in getting back into them, but, you know, it is what it is. And there is different protocols that are going to win over time. And this one here, I believe, is different. Well, it's definitely different to Luna and a lot of the other ones. This one is 100% backed. The only risk I see with this is some sort of exploit with the actual contracts themselves, which is always a possibility. But it works differently to the other algorithmic coins, even some of the other ones that we use all the time. But the best thing about this is that it's a pool. In this liquidity pool, when this BUSD is put in that pool, you can at any time withdraw your BUSD, and it doesn't matter whether everyone withdraws their BUSD at the same time. You get the BUSD and more that you put in, because they operate like we're so used to liquidity pools on, let's say, PancakeSwap and automatic market makers. We're used to that, but this uses a special type of liquidity pool, which is not operated on PancakeSwap. And because of that feature, it means that you can get back the value that you put in plus more over time. And it is powered by another coin, another token called XUSD, which has been around for a while now, and this project has basically licensed this technology to them. And they've got some proven track record there, so which is pretty cool. So the MDB Plus, if we go back to the website, this is fairly new. You probably won't find the MD Plus on here, but it will happen shortly. They've actually just released it you can check it out on Discord if you jump in there, but you will see information for that when it officially comes out on the front page. So they'll have the links to purchase that as well. So they talk about capital synergy. If we look into the white paper, you'll see here we've got the introduction, and I encourage you to go through the white paper and go through all this information. You definitely do your own research, because I don't have any financial advice for you, all right? So we look at this capital synergy, which they talk about. Now, simply, it's a fancy term, but it creates growth and value in the token from the trust fund earning interest. So that trust fund is actually being invested already and generating interest, and that money is coming back into the trust fund and creating, essentially, that treasury is getting bigger over time. Now, the other interesting fact is the trust fund to liquidity ratio is 5 to 1. So if we go back on the main page, you can see here that this is 1.5 million. But see how the liquidity, and this liquidity is on Pancake Swap, and the liquidity is about 310,000. And you can see here that the liquidity backed is 395%. So they keep it in this ratio between the trust fund balance and this liquidity here and this liquidity here. So they keep it in this ratio, so there's always more trust fund balance than there is what's liquidity in the pool. And this prevents, this actually helps to them to control this protocol a lot more through the pricing, so which is pretty cool. I don't see too many projects using this sort of this feature, so that's very interesting. The next thing is the trust fund. So the trust fund generates interest for investments used to buy back and burn tokens. Now, if you go to the Discord, you'll actually be able to see the investments that are already in and already generating income. Now, it does two things. It does a constant buy pressure on the actual price, like this in the Pancake Swap pool, which let's say you buy from there. It's constant buy pressure there, and has constant deflation, because every time it buys back, it burns tokens and takes them out of supply. And then, of course, that trust fund versus liquidity is ratio to 5 to 1. So this key thing is this trust fund growing over time. Now, there's another interesting thing called the Phoenix. So if we have a look here, go to the Capital Synergy Trust Fund and the Phoenix. And the Phoenix, what it does is it is the trust fund's interest. So if we go back to the main page, you can see here the Phoenix is unlocked, and it has accumulated interest of $25,000. So this is what is referred by the trust fund interest, which is the Phoenix. It can be used in three ways. It can be used to buy back and burn tokens. It can be used to feed the trust fund, to actually go into the trust fund as well. That's essentially like compounding interest. Or it can be shared with holders, so it can be given to any of the holders via airdrops. Also, the Phoenix is unlocked when 20% of market cap. So if we switch back, you can see here that currently the market cap is 3.7 million, and it's $25,000, and it says there that Phoenix is unlocked. So this is like the interest. And when it is locked, it's in accumulation phase, and it's not available. So if you can read through the documents here, and it will tell you the different things: unlocked, ready, and locked period. So that's pretty interesting. And they've got this thing called Megabuyers. Now, Megabuyers, you'll see here, says Megabuy potential. So what this is $37,000 currently. This here can be executed by the team at any time. Now, it's no more than 5% of the trust fund per calendar month. So this is the trust fund here. So let's say you take 5% of that. This will be the maximum that they can do. And what they can do with this Megabuy at any time, they can literally buy from the essentially the Pancake Swap liquidity pool. They're buying those tokens, and this pumps the price. So when this Megabuy happens, the price really pumps, and it has a lot of benefits because it attracts the attention of a lot of new investors. So that is executed by the team. So that is really good. We have seen similar stuff like that, but I think this is quite a significant amount of money that it's in that pool. Because if you have a look, if we jump over to have a quick look at that now on the chart. So this is the chart, MDB versus wrapped BNB. If we have a look here, the pool of BNB is 210,000, so liquidity is 420,000. And if you go back and have a look at that max buy, that's a $37,000 buy against that pool. That really will push that price up. So I think that's a really cool feature that they can execute at any time, and that'll be interesting to see how that works out. Now, there is transaction taxes on this coin, and just to reiterate, this is not like a rebasing token or anything like that. It's not even a safe moon. This is a very unique token, but there is a buy and sell taxes. So buy, it's 10%, and sell 15%. Be aware of that. So if you're obviously trading in and out, it's about 25%. But the good thing is you can transfer between wallets, and it's 0%, which is pretty cool. Let's talk about MDB Plus. So MDB Plus, by the time you see this video, you may see this on the actual website, but if you go to Discord, you can see some more information about it. So this is where most people will find this, I suppose, confusing, or they may have never seen this before. And I must admit, when I first saw this, I thought, wow, is this for real? But when I investigated further, I discovered that this is a real thing. This is a legit concept project proven previously in another project, and it's been working for some time, and this is not something completely new. So they're working on a proven model. So what it is, it's basically a stable token and DeFi farming in one. So how's that work? Well, it appreciates over time and does not go down, which is a pretty crazy concept. Now, additionally, it's backed by 100% BUSD. Now, I probably will do some follow-up videos on to explain how this process works, but essentially what happens is there is a 1% fee. It's a buy fee of 0.75 and a sell fee of 0.25, so together it makes up 1%. And this little 1% tax, what it does is it leaves the BUSD inside the internal liquidity pool of the contract. So even though there is a pancake swap pool, this contract uses an internal liquidity pool. It's like its own liquidity pool. It's like its own market maker, automatic market maker inside this contract. And what happens is with this 1% transaction tax, there's a little bit of that BUSD stays inside that contract every time there's a buy and sell. Now this causes the value of the pool and the MDB Plus token to increase over time, because what happens is when people come in and out of that, there is that tax. But instead, normally, like you would see the tax leave and go into a dev and different wallet and everything like that, and they would take the money out. But the money actually stays in that pool, and because it stays in that pool, the MDB Plus holders have got a percentage of that pool they own. And if over time there's more BNB in there than what there was previously, that increases the MDB Plus token. So obviously the more volume that happens over time, this will increase the actual token. So the token started out at $1, and it's actually a little bit more than that at the moment. I think last time I checked it was $1.10. It could be a little bit more than that. So have a look at their roadmap. You can always check that out in here. You can have a look in detail. But the main point about this, they're going to implement QLASS. Now, I've done another video on this, and this is a feature that Sphere Finance, and I've done some videos on Sphere Finance. Have a look at those. And they're going to use this, and what it is essentially, it's a service provided by Sphere Finance and an ecosystem, and they are going to, what they do is liquidity mining. So what they're going to do is, instead of all that pooled funds that are in the pancake swap, for example, that all those funds that are in there, it's just sitting there and they're not being used to generate income. But what they're going to use is they're going to use this service provided by Sphere, this QLASS, and they're going to be able to generate income off the liquidity pool, which is holding liquidity, like say on pancake swap. That's the idea behind it. And this is obviously something that's coming out soon. It's being built, and I believe it's going to be pretty big when it comes out. So this won't, I'm not sure of the time frame, but you'd have to check Sphere Finance to see how close they are on that. Now the other thing they'll do is they'll do MDB staking. So they don't want people dumping the token for no good reason. So they're going to give you incentive to stake and earn interest on that while you're staking, which is pretty good. Also, they've got a Project X, which is coming out, which will be, they haven't disclosed the details of that, but that'll be another month or two out with that project. So that's pretty cool. Now, why are they different? So the main difference is the Treasury generates income, and it's already generating income for the protocol. They've already got their investments out, and mainly in the DeFi space, and it is making money. Now, if whales sell, right, the Treasury still functions, right? The Treasury's still got that trust fund, still creating the money. And if whales dump, let's say all the people that got into the pre-sale or early on, let's say they completely dump on that token, it doesn't change the fact that the protocol is still making money, still has the money in the Treasury, and it is still going to buy back and burn those tokens. So even though the price may go down, can you imagine if they launched a mega buy when the price, let's say the price dumped 50% or maybe 7 or 80%. If they do a mega buy or this buyback and burn, which happens regularly from the income, it is going to just cause that price just to go back up. And this is why the floor price rises over time. So that is pretty cool. So that is a brief overview of Million Dollar Baby MDB. And there's a lot more that I haven't covered in this video, but I do encourage you to read through the white paper, check out the actual thing, get onto Discord and join and have a look at a bit more information about the project. And it's only really just started, so I think it's worthy of checking out. I'm definitely going to do a bit more on it, maybe even a few more videos on it. I really like the fact that they've got something pretty unique, and whenever you see projects that are unique, then they've got a really good chance to perform. And the fact is they've got funds to get us through this bear market, so they're actually going to be profiting already, generating income while this bear market's going on. So anyone that is holding is going to benefit from that floor price rising. And also, if you participate in that new stable token, you'll be able to participate in that ever increasing price of that MDB Plus token going up over time. And they will have incentives for people to use that stable token. So very excited for where this project's going to go. And yeah, I would like to see what you guys think of it. Please put in the comments below what you think of the project. That would be great. And if you have any questions, I will try to answer them in another video. So I think that about covers it for today. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button down below. And if you would like to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. If you would like to support the channel, you can always click support the channel up here, and this will take you to our private Discord where we talk about projects like this. And also you can click on this little button here, which is subscribe to newsletter, and we'll send you the videos daily directly to your inbox. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I will talk to you soon. Thanks very much, guys. Bye.